Oh no. Well, here we are. Out of
Here we are
context,
again.
we're just gonna keep laughing. Thank God I keep the mics muted when it's on the starting screen. It's just so dark. It's so dark.
One day it's not going to be.
One day we're
They're
gonna
gonna
get
be like, why is Scotty making fun of himself again?
they're gonna get the full self-deprecation and Walden humor.
Oh no.
Oh, so here we are. Let
Here we
me change our music because we're not on this little sappy music, are we? We're in the middle of a city.
yes.
Oh wait, why is there a video playing?
Video?
We're live.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
surprise.
went live while you were like choking on your
like-
water. That's why Dan said like, "Yeah, we're live."
Oh no!
It's usually what live means. It's
It's like, why is there? I'm like, what video? That's
I
strange.
literally said the joke, you started laughing, and then we went live. It was perfect.
Nailed it.
Just gonna, yeah.
It's gonna be one of the. I like your cup. Is it a sippy?
Yeah. No, I just have a bunch of like stickers all over it.
Fucking awesome. Actually, that reminds me. I stole some of my kids' stickers. Oh, you can't see it. It's a little chibi carnage, but I just put it on my phone because she was gonna put it on the wall, and I thought it was better on my phone. So here we are. Alrighty, so here we are. It's Monday again. That was fast.
yeah.
So we're playing Dungeons & Dragons because why not? It's fun, and here we are. Does anybody remember where we were last Monday when we left off?
Kristen was having an episode.
Who's that?
Who's that? Lyyra. Sorry, Lyyra was having an episode. Wrong game. Wrong game. Wrong game.
Sort of
Game of
psychic
life.
episode that caused all of us to level up immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To that point, there was a large dispersion of energy, and all of a sudden, everybody felt a little more souped up.
Yeah, you hear Theo. Eureka! He just had an epiphany.
Yeah. Everybody seems to kind of have a weird epiphany, and now they can do things they couldn't do before.
A little bit.
So, do you remember what your episode was?
Yes. Sort of. So I think I had my first kind of foretelling.
You did, yeah. You
did.
You could feel it was like a. You've read it about a lot. You've had weird like deja vu's before, but you've never had like the full out of body experience, like the full spiel. And this was the spiel.
Yeah, and Lyyra just kind of went like blank stared, almost like frozen. But I forget what I saw. Like a snake or like a worm or
Yeah, so you were in the desert, and out of the sand crawled a ruby colored. It was like a snake made of like rubies, a serpent. Yeah, and as it got to you, it did the like, and that's when you kind of woke up. But you did hear the name Galen Drench in your mind's eye.
Galen Drench.
And when you come to your little that special item that you have from home is kind of like buzzing almost. Not in like a Navi like, hey, listen kind of buzzing, but just kind of like overcharged.
So you see Lyyra just kind of go blank for a second, and when she comes to, she kind of catches her breath, and like you see her kind of like reach like she's looking for something, and she will pull out her orb.
Yeah.
And you see kind of like this milky, it's kind of like clear, milky kind of swirls inside little orb, and it's pulsing.
Yeah, a little buzz. You could feel like this almost kind of like an energy. It's just like a battery. It feels like it's like charged and warm with some sort of little magic energy. And as you guys had turned the corner and come back to see her having her episode, you could see the little bits of sand starting to float up and like bits of her hair. And as you guys got a little bit closer, some of your lighter pieces of equipment and hair and things would start to levitate a little bit, but not like a full, but just they seemed lighter the closer you got to her.
I'm gonna say Theodore's.
Lou, you're muted.
Go on.
I was gonna say Theo would have probably largely missed most of Lyyra's moment in his own euphoric shock. Just kind of pacing about and great scotting in small pace circles. At some point, he would look over and see you. What are you just staring at your pulsing orb?
Staring at my pulsing orb.
Are you pondering that orb?
I'm pondering the orb.
You're not a wizard.
Stop it. Stop it.
It's my job. Lyyra, are you okay?
Yeah. I think so.
You were.
Hope so.
What is that?
That's an orb. Can
I see it? Here, give it here. Give it here.
You can't hold it, but you can. Here, and she'll.
And he will, like almost touch it with his nose, inspecting it closely. Marvelous.
You could feel
What
the
is it?
energy. Yeah, you could feel the power almost, I would say.
And the tip of my nose, I can
Yeah,
feel it.
Almost like when you get a little too much static electricity on your fingers.
What does it do? What is this device?
I haven't used it yet.
So you don't know what it does.
Well, I got it from my aunts. They call it the whisper of the pale moon. You know.
No.
No. Actually, I don't. And he looks around. Anybody hear about this?
No, I'm quite
at all.
unfamiliar.
No.
Yeah, no, none of us. What? Do you speak to it? Hello.
She can hear you. Oh, you're talking to the orb.
Yes.
How do you know that you can talk to the orb? Maybe only she can.
Do it.
Are there just like people out doing their business, just like staring at us, being like idiots
Yeah, we're
right
like in the
now?
middle of the street.
Huddled in
Yeah.
a circle.
Yeah, they're just they're making their way around you. It's not like it's Telverlot. It's like being in the city, you know. Everybody's just like, oh, get out of the way, and I'm bumping. into
Everyone's
you.
Everyone's fucking weird.
Everyone's weird,
Everybody's crazy here
Nope.
doing
yeah.
something
Exactly.
weird.
Yeah, nobody's
Exactly.
paying attention to us and
Yeah.
our nonsense.
I look over like at Zveek, and like now Zveek, along with the silt that comes out of his head, has like this dark gray like smoke, like little wisps of smoke that come out of his head now too, along with all the cracks in his like rocks. You look weirder too.
What? I also had a moment. What is happening?
Just the way sometimes. Sometimes you get a little bit more enhanced, powerful.
With
You as well.
Yeah, a little bit.
with the notice of excuse me, of Zvik in the smoke, he like looks over and he's like, "You shoot your kill."
Exactly. But we don't try not to draw attention to it. Let's kind of keep it on the hush hush. You don't always want to let people know exactly what you're all about.
Yeah. You're right.
Lyyra slips the orb back in her.
Yes, put that away. Be cool.
You are being the opposite of cool, Theo.
We'll look at it.
Putting that out there.
Theo, have you never done drugs before?
No. No.
Oh.
No.
Well,
So when somebody tells you to act normal, this is your normal?
Well, yeah, I'm perfectly fine. Do you think you all are normal?
Well,
Yes.
Yeah.
we're normal for here. More normal than you are.
Well, then I'm excused. Foreigner.
To that point, you don't think as you recollect, you don't think you've seen a single human yet.
God damn it.
Yeah. You kind of stick out like a sore thumb.
Yes. Perhaps a new garb. Tell me, is there a hattery in this town? He looks to Snick.
I mean,
We
There's
just
some-
left Fishhead Frank's.
there's some nice clothing stores we can go to since clearly Jinko did not work out for you guys.
He
Too
just
many
looks at Lyyra.
pockets.
They only have black and brown, like that's their whole thing.
Yeah, didn't we tell you that before you went?
Oh, I didn't really know, actually. I don't shop at that place.
I actually have no idea. I'm blending in. See, this is how you blend in.
Yes.
Do a silly voice and you blend in. You try.
Do a silly voice. And then you try.
It's like 3 people that stop. Like,
Okay, never mind. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't ever do that again.
Right.
All right. All right. Well, if we're going clothes shopping, follow me. I'll take you guys somewhere nicer. So, but are you okay, Lyyra? Like,
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I've had this happened before, but that was it's a little different.
A little more intense.
Yeah, a little more intense. We'll
But
play with this later.
has
Once we
that
finish
has
kind
that
of putting that away?
has it ever happened here before or back home?
Maybe not here. Usually when I'm with, my sisters and the aunts and the rest of the group.
So you weren't expecting it to happen because you weren't around them, but it did.
Kind of.
Huh?
I mean, a little fuzzy here and there, but never like that. Not unless we were trying all together.
Your sisters and your family.
Yeah, and the rest of them.
Oh, so sometimes you do it intentionally. You look for that kind of effect.
I haven't been able to do it, but I've been able to help them.
To gain more power?
They have a lot of power.
You'd like to see the future?
I've never seen the future, but I'd like to. That's kind of what we're doing.
Yo, what?
We'll talk about it later.
Oh, we will.
Oh,
I'm so confused.
so am I, because I don't know what happened. I heard 2 cats fighting, and I got a little scared, and I clearly missed something.
Yes, did you feel it? Did you suffer the effect?
Yes. Of
Yeah.
drugs?
Well, I mean, I
You trying to do some drugs?
think I may have already. I feel wonderful.
I mean, 'cause I know it, guys.
When I felt lighter, and The druid, clearly something happened with her and Zvik. Good God.
Us too, probably.
Yes, I mean, Snick, you feel invigorated?
I do. I finally put some puzzle pieces together for things that I was working on in my brain. But
when this happened, was it when like everyone just got like regrouped?
Yeah, so you kind of turned the precipice of the corner to see the thing going down. So as everybody got together and the episode stopped, it kind of let out a little like.
Gotcha. Okay. It's this place. Do you have a map? Stick. You have a map.
I do have a map, but I also am a map.
You get more powerful if you go to Jinko. We must always go to Jinko.
I heard the leather bracelets are like peak magical focus.
Yeah, look at what she bought. She's got one right now.
These are free.
You got both?
One of each color for our inconvenience.
For our inconvenience.
At least you didn't shop in their Siltster section. That place really just sucks.
Theodore wandered off a few feet. He's like measuring heel to toe, like trying to figure out exactly wwhere he was standing outside of Jenko and like a post.
I'm fairly certain exactly where you were standing is probably not what made you. I don't know. Your brain move faster, or can you teach multiple classes at once? I don't know. What do smart people do when they get stronger?
Talk louder.
Much louder.
That sounds daunting.
They usually talk longer, if anything.
Yes, much longer and cast much more powerful spells.
Can you walk on water now?
No.
I thought that was for dummies. You're supposed to be smart.
They have different pursuits.
He can walk on sand, though, so...
Yes, we should do such.
Yeah. Why don't we keep going?
I thought we were walking and talking.
Yeah. I didn't realize we had to stop and talk.
Well, we said before that people were, moving about us, so...
Yeah.
We're just walking slowly.
Sauntering.
We still need to get Lyyra some better, some better armor, because we took kind of a beating last time.
Yes, how are you?
She's looking pretty good. I'm all right. Just stronger.
Yes. You look like you've healed. He kind of like pokes the fucking hole in your clothes.
Oh. So buy her a drink first, dude.
Can't just touch people like that.
You gotta ask.
What?
Especially, what if there was a gaping wound there? You'd be like, oh, let me just stick my finger in there. You know how much sand and dirt is on your finger?
Clearly I looked first.
They're just kind of standing there like...
There's no consent where I come from. Moving on.
What kind of...
Send this guy back!
So which place are we going to?
We're gonna go to Jerry's. It's Jerry's Salon and Fashion. It's kind of like a hoity-toity, like very fancy, bougie, like very nice clothing kind of place.
Do they have armors for the lady?
We're gonna find out. I usually don't have enough money to shop there, so.
Sounds absolutely dreadful.
Bougie, so they'll definitely have hats then.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, marvelous. I do need a disguise.
We'll see. Atticus pays for shit.
Well, I mean, if you're...
Wait, you get paid to go to the bathroom?
What?
She shakes her head like...
What does he do with it?
I don't know. Does he use it for spells?
I have heard of shit elementals. Golems, if you will.
No,
construct by
I don't know who
feces,
does that, but they should stop.
I thought it was just a horror story.
No. Those are they're called excrementals here.
Nope. And Snick is just starting to walk off. Like, nope, I have heard enough of this.
Lyra's like running after Snake.
They're quite
Leave me
effective.
with them.
Oh, and we're just left behind. How tall were they? Are they?
Well, they make perfect guards because I mean you don't want to go past those.
I couldn't imagine if you were wounded by one, it'd be mortal.
Well, you'd be smothered.
Oh dear God.
Yeah.
Yes. Perhaps that's what Atticus. We should catch up with the ladies.
We should. They seem like they're rushing for. I don't know.
You know how they are, excited to shop.
Yes.
Excrementals. I'm gonna workshop that later.
Oh no.
All right, yes. So,
Thanks. We're gonna have to fight that now.
Yeah, that's it's gonna be a
so
thing
yeah,
now.
Snick knows the way. It's over in the arts district. It's actually kind of southwest of the museum. It kind of just hooks right around into the that section of the art district is the Brocade Arcade. So it's like a textile area. It's like any sort of like silks and silk shops and all these fancy clotheries and hat shops and boots, anything you could think of as far as like custom fine goods. But yeah, you eventually come to it's unreasonably ornate, you know like the mosque architecture where it's a lot of like domed arches and mosaics, really beautiful mosaics. So you get to the front of that and there's a out front there's a small imp in a cage lighting up the sign and turning it on and off with his finger. He's just casting dancing lights on the sign, and it just says Jerry Salon and Fashions, and the dancing lights chase each other across the words and then they start over. So it's essentially a neon sign, yeah, for lack of all these stupid dancing lights, and like puffs are coming off it and like little glitter dusts and things. It's just unreasonable.
Wow. This is, yes, Jerry truly has outdone himself.
We'll go in. Come on, let's get you some clothes.
Yeah, let's get you some armor and some gear.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, you have like cowboy style doors, oddly enough, that open up. But yes, as you walk in and see, it's very like Romanesque on the inside with a lot of draperies that are tucked away and tapestries and raised fitting areas with tons of mirrors all around, and the mirrors are on feet and they kind of walk around people so they can see all around them and things like that. And a lot of the things are automated magically. Same thing like with Wani Juhani's ropes and things. There's like little unseen servants carrying things around and bringing people tea and stuff like that.
I sure hope that's a store in here too. Wani Jahani's ropes and things.
Ropes,
The sex shop.
Yes,
Food
it's
and
Shibari
stuff.
shop.
I feel like
Everybody's
Yezin is Zeke like walk 5 feet in and touch one thing before they get kicked out.
Yeah.
We don't know him.
Yeah. So everyone's walking in.
Yeah.
Lyra's gonna like touch all the clothes as she walks past them.
Perfect. So you see, for the lack of better, you see this very, very gaudy high elf. He has very high cheekbones and very tall. And as he's coming over, it's almost like his feet aren't moving. He's just kind of, I don't want to say hovering, but just moving towards you. And it doesn't look like he has any feet moving under his cloak. Long white and purple robes. And he comes over to Lyyra, touching things. Oh, hello. What can I do for everyone? Oh, I said, oh, do we have some leather clad folks? And he's looking over at Yezin and Zvik. What can I do for everyone?
I'm looking for something better than this. I've got some holes, and she shows them the holes and everything. We might be doing a few more adventures, and I'm looking for something maybe, +1,
Oh, child, we'll have the most fashionable adventure out there. Just you stick with Jerry, and I'll sort you right out.
Lyrra's visibly excited.
So he kind of takes the lead, and he just starts like wiping his hand up and down, and clothes are coming off these little racks, and they're like folding over an arm that's not there next to him. It's almost like an invisible arm, and he's just and this, and like jewelry's coming off, and like shoes are going with it. He's like, what else would you like? I've picked a few things.
We could try this for now.
Oh, that's lovely.
Thanks.
So
She's like looking through the colors. She's already deciding like what she doesn't like just by the color.
Black or brown? Just black or brown, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the black and brown. She's like,
Those are the ones she wants. She's a pain in the ass.
As opposed to Jinko, this is like, it's a full color wheel. It's almost obnoxious, like the subtle differences between all the hues of the purples and the taupe and the mauve. It's a lilac. It's very formally looking roby things and draped things, and stuff like that, and bodices.
she'll take those into the fitting room, and as she goes in, she'll be like, and he's looking for a hat. And she'll point to
Theodore at this point is just
Theodore?
like investigating the invisible servants, like looking under shit. Just trying to...
It's like, so there's like a teacup coming by, and as you like grab the teacup to look up, another hand grabs a teacup from out of your hand and keeps it going.
little slap on the hand.
Yeah.
Just
And
like,
that's when he hears Lyyra. Yes, sir. Yes, I'm in the market for a hat. Well,
oh, what kind of hat? We have so many.
oh, I hadn't considered. I just a wide brim, maybe something pointy.
I think, how about this? And he pulls out a sketchbook. The pages kind of flutter, and it's a blank page. And he's just like, if you think about it, this will draw it. And he puts it in front of your face, and you can kind of think up of whatever kind of hat you want.
It's gonna be a fucking wizard's hat.
It's a wizard. It's a wizard's hat. Yeah, it's a wizard. It's a wizard hat.
Four pages of penises show up, and like, oh shit.
Just the words dick.
Right. I was just checking my emails. I don't know how this came up.
I don't know why.
I don't know why. Strong. It's a strong guy.
Was it like strong guy, something like that?
I think this is broken.
Yeah, it's clear there's a mine. What color is it? Just a regular run-of-the-mill wizard's hat?
Purple, of course. That's something to match this. Something to match his robes.
Oh, you're wearing purple?
Yeah, baby.
All right. I think I forgot.
All good.
So Jerry takes the book and he looks at it, and he like looks over at you, and as he's looking at you, you can tell his brain is adding a couple little swirls and squiggles and like banding and a little bit of edging. I was just like, oh, you mean this? And it's obviously modified. It's the basic wizard hat, but it's just way overdone.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yes, that's exactly as I imagined it.
Oh, excellent. So he like folds the book up, and as he does, there's like a what's the best way to put it? There's a humanoid-ish, a medium-sized-ish spider in the corner that is pulling. The spider is dressed in a vest and has a bow tie on and a nice little hat, a little bowler hat, and it's pulling silk out from
its
itself.
ass.
Yeah, it's literally sitting there spitting and making this hat out of nothing.
Still warm.
Still delicious.
That's so cool.
Yes. Not everyone has their own spider silk.
Does the spider is wearing a vest? Does it speak, or is it just a spider?
Hey, what are you talking about? Just a spider over here. Why do I gotta just be a spider? I can't talk? Nobody can talk because I'm a
I feel
spider.
like he
I
hasn't
can't
goes
talk.
up like I have the beast speak capabilities, so I feel like I go up and start talking to him like a beast, and he's just like, "Yo, I can talk normally."
Yeah. He's like,
just
"What?"
speak common.
Is that like how your mom talks to like people who think she doesn't speak English?
Yeah.
Hello.
Exactly.
Hello.
Extra loud and slow.
Yeah.
What? Because I'm a spider and I like fine clothes and now I can't talk. I'm a beast. So you're saying?
I'm sorry. I did not mean to. Speak. Yeah, don't touch that.
These guys come up from the Sea of Silt and they think they know everything.
Ah, yes, they are the worst. Tell me, sir. It's kind of walking over the spider. I've always wondered, how do you see through those many? When you see behind you.
He's like looking around like, who's he talking? I got fucking eyes.
Yes, of course, but I've never had the opportunity to ask. A typical spider. I've never seen one of your stature.
Yeah, you know how like you see out of eyes?
Yes.
Do that 8 times.
At once.
Yeah, because my eyes are open.
Okay, he just oh.
Yeah, because my fucking eyes are open.
Theo is book smart, not street smart. Got it.
He'll walk off, just trying to wrap his head around that.
Yeah, you, Snick, you've been to the bar a few times with the spider, so you guys are like, you're semi-familiar. So he's like, hey, Snick, what's going on? Where'd you find these guys?
Atticus. We worked on a job together, and now they're kind of showing them around town.
Yeah, fair
Bump
enough.
it.
He's like takes one of his little spider legs, and he's like, he like leans in. He's like, "The fuck is wrong with that guy's ears?"
He's not even from this plane, so I'm not quite sure what's wrong with that dude in particular. I think he might be in shock.
I thought he was like a fucked up elf or something.
No, he's really smart, but sometimes really dumb. But really smart, like 99% of the time.
Hey, fair enough. I got 600 kids. What can I say?
How's the wife? How's the missus? Watching the den?
Yeah, I don't know. She tried to eat me the last 4 fucking times I went home, so I just been staying up here at Jerry's house.
Yeah. No more kids. That might be your death sentence, dude.
Yeah, listen, that's what I say now, but I can't help it sometimes, you know? A little saying, you gotta weave a web, that's all I'm saying.
The spider is my favorite character.
I know.
All right, well, take it easy. And see you at the bar?
Yeah, I'm fucking trying, but you got this guy over here with no fucking ears to give me the fucking once over. Alright, I'll see you later.
Alright, see ya.
So, anyone else?
Anyone else want to talk to the spider?
Is this one of those places where they bring like champagne to you, like the small flutes of champagne while you're like waiting?
Yeah, so it's almost like think of it as like the sushi shoots where like the sushi comes by and you just kind of take it off and like now you have your plate and you kind of collect at the end with like, oh, these are all the plates of sushi I ate. It's like there's all just shit floating around like that.
Hey, are these complimentary?
Oh, of course. This is Jerry Salon and Fashions. This isn't some hole in the wall.
Awesome. And like Yezin just starts taking like glass after glass, as many as he can.
You notice too, like as you drink the one, it just fills back up, but you have like 6 of them.
Just start pouring them into like Zvik's head. Like, we're saving this for later. Do you got something in your not throat? Do you have a throat? This is disconcerting.
Yeah.
Actually, Dibbltooth climbs up onto Zvik, and he's like kind of putting his hand over where the smoke is coming out. Does he feel heat now?
It's warm. Yeah, it's
like where it wasn't before.
Yeah, no.
Before it was just silt coming out. Like now there's like some heat generating from the area.
Yeah, it's like, you know, when you have that like little electric heater in your room and like you stick your hand there for a little too long, say, ooh, it doesn't like burn you, but you can be like, ooh, that's spicy.
It's like all the cracks that were in like his like earth elemental body before now look like lava crack kind of things.
Okay.
Magma boy.
Well, that's gonna make it difficult to use him as a construct that I could ride and possibly, you know, shoot me out. It's like,
Just get in there. I think you'll be okay.
oh, you think so, huh?
I think he might be sick.
Think he might be sick.
I mean, he clearly has fever.
I think he's probably tapping into more of what's below us, the heat from the core of the planet.
What do you mean core?
Well, I mean, there are layers to the planet.
Isn't it just all rock all the way down?
Yes, it's flat, and then the firmament is a mile deep, and then you fall through the bottom. That's why you never go that far.
I think that there are layers to the rock, and there are like different temperatures as you get towards the middle. And when you get to the middle,
wouldn't it get colder the further you go down? Because it's away from the sun.
Yes, it's warm up top, and then the further from the sun, the colder it gets. And then what do you say? How do you get the middle of a sheet? It makes crazy talk.
So what you're saying that you think that our planet is flat like a sheet.
Yes, but yes.
The planet you come from is flat like a sheet.
Yes, clearly.
Snick is having a meltdown in the corner.
But how do you?
Yes, he's sick, Snick. We know.
How do you explain when you look upon the ocean that there's a curvature to the horizon? How do you?
Because that's as far as you can see.
But why would it?
Before the fog consumes your sight.
But why would it be curved if it was a flat?
Because your eyes are round, fool.
What you saying like just a flat surface can't be a little round? I mean, that's a lot of space. Like, could be a mountain.
I think if we could travel to the edge.
Oh, don't do that.
That we would be able to discern whether or not there would be a edge, or we would just continue to curve around this planet.
You can try a fool's pursuit, but I'll tell you now, many have tried, and
weird.
They have never returned.
It's like saying we revolve around the sun too, whatever that it means.
He pats you on the back. That's good, yes, and that's rich.
I mean, you might be right about that one. I mean, the sun does never set, truly, so I think you might have a little more to learn about. I mean, you've gone down. How far down have you gone, Yezin?
No more. No. Go on.
I mean, we're no dwarves digging down. We just primarily go to ruins and get what you can. Because if you start digging too far, the silt's just gonna fill in behind you.
Yes,
this is common knowledge. How do you not know this?
I mean, that may be true here. And then he's like looking for Lyyra for backup. Like,
Lyyra's in the fitting room. You just see like the clothes flying over the side of the door.
She's busy.
When you guys were talking about how far down you were going, Zvi kind of stepped up and like clears his throat to like give you like a dissertation. He's like,
see, clearly, I think right now we're divided on how this works here. I think Zvik knows. He's probably traveled further than you have. Yes, it's
undoubtedly. You've seen him. He could just move through Earth.
Oh yes. But clearly he has fever madness, so I think we should get him to a physician. Are you? Would you like that, Zvik?
You.
It's settled.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a no.
I think
All
he's
right.
just fine.
Okay. And he Nimble2 turns to the salesman and says, I'm in the market for some clothing as well.
Oh, excellent. You have come to the right place.
I would like what would be a stereotypical child's school uniform?
Dear God.
Nope. I'm gonna grab
Maybe a blazer, some matching shorts,
Suspenders.
a hat, suspenders. Yes, something that would indicate that I am clearly a child.
He
And
needs to look just like the dude from like Cold Case, just like the old anime schoolboy.
As you're looking at him, he has the book open, and as you're describing it and thinking of it, it's just doodling it on the book. But instead of just like regular blues, it's all like brocade and silks and things like that.
perfect. Yeah,
And
it's something like that.
It's like the full, like what you would think of like a 12th or 13th century like little German school outfit is, like the lederhosen and like
Little Hansel and Gretel
yeah,
vibe.
full,
Hansel.
it's full Hansel and Gretel. Yeah.
Yes, exactly that. And some shoes to match.
Yeah, they're I mean, I know it's not regional, but they're like perfect clogs. Like you have these like bleached clogs.
Clogs.
Yeah, and you have it's a small little flat brimmed hat with a large plumed feather, like a yellow plumed feather out of the hat too.
Oh dear God! I can't wait till he has to roll stealth in clogs.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking the same thing. I was just like, all right, well, we're gonna work on that. But
Clogs of occasional clacking.
Yeah.
we're, how much would something like that cost?
This right here, this exact thing.
This whole ensemble that you have presented to me.
Looks over at the spider. She's like, Jerry, what would you say? Well, Jerry, I don't know, like fucking like a fucking 100 gold or something. I don't know. That's a lot of silk.
Oof. 100 gold.
Quite. Genuine
Uh,
spider silk.
Yeah, this is true. It's quite a bit.
Is there any other kind of silk?
Of course. Moon silk, sun silk, the second moon silk, the murdered moon silk. We have many silks.
No.
I mean, silkworms are a thing too.
Worm silk, sandworm silk.
Oh.
He knows.
He gets
Yezin like Yezin holds up like one rope made from like sandworm silk, and it's like the nastiest thing you've ever touched.
It's tacky.
Yeah, it's like hemp but sticky. So you get like the little all the
hash.
little shit on your hands.
It's like hash. It's like hash rope.
And it's covered in so much sand, it's like nerd's rope.
Oh god. Yeah, it's just the worst thing you've ever touched.
good grip.
Don't even gotta spit on your hands to use it.
Ugh. Okay. 100. It's pretty steep.
He's like,
What if-
the spider looks over. He's like, listen, if Snick says you're okay, I'll cut you a deal. How about that?
Oh, she'll vouch for me. Absolutely. I am
Nick
very
is making
confident
that
that
exact
Snick and
expression.
I have formed a bond that, would yield a positive result for me in this time for me.
How about this too? If you stop talking about the fucking earth and the roundness and the flatness, and we going towards the fucking edge in the middle of my fucking shop, I'll do 70 gold.
He looks in his. All right, it's a deal.
I mean, if you want to do money, there's other things too.
Oh,
What else you got to trade?
Yeah, gold will do.
Okay, if you say so. 70 gold it is if you want it.
All right, he digs in. Well, just got that money from Atticus, so here you go. All right, and I'll throw in an extra 5 just so we could get this. How long is it gonna take? Oh,
As long as it takes for me to see what my assistant here wants. Hold on 1 second.
okay. One of the spiderlings has joined him.
Right? One of his brood. That fucking AI baby again. We know it's not real, Dan. Stop trying.
I know. We know it's a filter.
Right?
What, baby? Daddy's gonna get back
The
to
dad
It's not
filter.
even clipping. It's wild.
Yeah, this technology is amazing.
I know, it's really good.
And Mariana, when we left, and then pointed to me, so it's down.
Lyyra, how's the clothes
You wanna give me a kiss
trying
and go back
going
upstairs?
on? I'm like just chugging wine at this point
Love you.
outside of her dressing
Love you
room
very
waiting for her.
You're gonna be good.
Good.
for mommy,
He
right?
gave me a lot of stuff.
Let me see. Give me a fashion
You're
show.
doing great.
I put
Love
something
you.
on, just like give me a little spin.
She,
going, baby. There's a
you
lot
see
of-
her open the door
Yeah, you can
and
keep
come
it
out wherever the
right,
beers
turn
are.
Good job.
Ooh,
All right, back upstairs.
nice.
What are you
Not
wearing?
sure about this color though.
What were you wearing?
I don't know. I actually don't know what he gave me. So, what did he give me? What am I wearing right now?
The funny thing is, like, as you were putting the stuff on, what you wanted it to start to kind of be, it started to morph into what you wanted it to be, colors and layers and things like that.
So I would say,
Black Jinkos.
yeah, matching bracers. I'd say it's like a few different pieces of things 'cause I don't know how much I'll be able to afford here, but I'd say she kind of keeps her like her bluish kind of indigo twilight colored robes on. She likes to blend in with the sky, and maybe just some leather accents here. I'd say like maybe like a really dark navy blue, almost black, to kind of go with that.
Dope.
And maybe just kind of like corsets, some bracers, maybe like some petite little pauldrons, nothing crazy. She's not trying to wear any heavy armor or anything.
Well, so essentially you're looking for like really opulent like leather armor. You're trying to get leather armor, right? That was part of the goal.
Yeah, that's all I can wear.
Yeah, so essentially all these things too are very finely made, so depending on what you guys get to, they'll have certain little fancy bonuses to them after the fact, so it's the price will reflect a nice little fun little thing too. So but hey, listen, I think that looks fucking fantastic. Everybody, whatever you want, get an outfit at 60 gold. All right, I'm feeling generous.
Ooh. Yeah, so she'll take that. I don't know what kind of bonuses and stuff you want to hand out, but
Yeah, for now you could just pretty much add on leather armor, and then I'll go around after the fact and give
Okay.
everybody cool shit after.
I would like a +5, please.
Hey, what do you? Hey, listen, I could do that. It'd take a couple of weeks, and I gotta eat a bunch of stuff. I gotta stay away from my wife for a little bit, and I mean, it's like 400 fucking thousand gold. Of course, I can't make a fucking plus. What is a fucking +5? I don't even know what that is.
and you I do have one request though. How much extra gold could you stitch a little crescent moon and star into this with your murdered moon silk? They would love that back home.
I mean, listen, you throw. Oh yeah, murder moon silk. That's it's a toughie. That's a toughie. I mean, like looks over at Smith.
How much is that?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a toughie. But listen, I like you guys.
What if I said I'm part of the Order of the Pale Sister?
You know, we could also do some trades here too. You don't gotta just give me money.
But I don't have don't have any. I got a book.
Everybody's got something. Let me how about like one day a year I get your shadow?
What?
Yeah.
What'd you just say to me?
Listen, everybody's got something to trade. One day a year I get your shadow. Or you can just pay me too. That's fine. I'm fine with that.
I think. How much would it cost in gold?
Was it just a little stitching? How big you want it? You want a little tiny thing?
Just a little. Just a little. I don't have anything up here that's like a corset thing. Maybe like right here on this, on the bracer. So when I hold my.
When you ponder your orb, I know you wizard folks.
When I ponder my orb.
Listen, if it's just a little bit extra, that I throw an extra 2 or 3 gold on it, I'll just put a little something on there.
Let's make it 65.
Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. I like you guys.
Okay. Lyrra's like super excited. She's like she's like taking them off right there and like pushing it on the spider. Spider's got one in like every hand.
he's like doing 1,000 things and just pulling shit out everywhere.
I want to roll to see if I heard that little bit about if I could get your shadow for a night.
Were you trying to be quiet about it?
Are you asking Chris about?
Asking Lyyra, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
were you trying to be quiet about it, or was it just kind of conversational?
She was being quiet about the mentioning of her order, but after that part, she probably wouldn't have cared what he said.
So anybody,
as long as he wasn't exposing her.
Yeah, anybody in the, he probably even almost said it a little louder, so if in case somebody else wanted to make the deal. But yeah, you heard it.
I rolled a 13 on a perception, so.
Yeah, it's really low. If you weren't like distracted on your own accord, yeah, you heard it for sure. They'd save that one for later.
Yeah.
I think all you guys look fantastic. I don't know your name, Mr. Rock Boy. Can I get you anything?
Mr. Rock Boy.
You talking to me or Zvik?
Yeah, both of you. I don't care either one.
Like Zvik wears just like a
loincloth.
Yeah, like a loincloth. It's not even like hiding anything. He's
The
just
boulder holder.
It's a holder. It's literally a boulder holder.
It's just there on principle.
You said 60 gold, huh? And I mean,
it's up to you. Or you let me get your shadow. I don't know what to tell you.
What?
What? How does that work?
Well, it's real simple. See, I give you the things that you want, and you give me a shadow for a day.
Does that hurt?
Yeah. Yeah, it hurts a lot.
Shit. Say what?
Fucking removing your shadow. It fucking hurts.
Well, I mean, it doesn't hurt when my shadow like disappears when I'm not in the sun.
Have you ever had it ripped off?
You gotta rip it off.
Well, cut it off.
How is that
yeah.
even possible?
Anything's possible here, baby.
I'm very confused. You know what? Like, does it make me like incapable of doing anything for like a whole day?
Shadow puppets.
Does that give you control of me as a person?
Not you per se, but like, you know, you shadow you.
So you get to use the shadow version of that person.
Is my shadow
do
a
your
different
bidding.
person? Have I been doing only half the amount of work I could be?
Well, yeah, you don't know. Everybody's shadow's got a different name. You didn't know that.
But if you're not controlling your shadow to do something differently, then yeah, you are taking full advantage of your
How
shadow.
the shadow, do something.
You guys never heard of the other place?
The where?
The other place.
Well, yeah, we've heard of
Where's that?
Talking about like hell?
Which one?
No. Like the other place.
Yeah, the other place.
Other
we
place.
all know about the other place.
I mean, he came from a different place. Is that the other place?
Am I from the other place?
No, you're not. No, that's no.
No. You know, the other
What place is this?
The other place, you know, it's like beyond the sunset. You never heard of that place where it's dark all the time. It's
Where
like
it gets dark.
Well, it's reversed. It's dark all the time there, and the sun never comes up.
Shadowfell.
Which would
No, the other place. What the fuck is a Shadowfell? The other
what
whenever
the fuck is a Shadowfell?
If your shadow falls, how is there supposed to be a shadow there? Come on.
It's another place. Don't worry.
it's like, all right, listen. So every time a creature's born, Mordeneska makes a shadow copy of that creature. What do you go to school? Nobody goes to school anymore? What do you do? Who the fuck teaches you guys?
And how do you spell her
Here we
name?
go again about this school
Yes,
shit.
educate yourself. Educate yourself, Yesin.
Mordeneska.
How do you spell that name?
Mordenesca.
C.
You sound it out.
Mordenesca.
What if I want less Daneska?
Well, you go to the other place.
My brain.
Yeah, Mordeneska. She's the daughter. I can't believe I'm teaching you guys this way. Like, what was I? Like a fucking egg when I learned these things.
Wow. Yeah, Lyyra. You should know all this.
You know what? I'm feeling weird. I have no idea. I have no idea what you're talking about, Mr. Spider-Man. But I'm gonna agree to that deal.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. You want to give me a fucking shadow for
a day? You just said a day, right? How long? Day's not that long.
Oh well, you know the sun never sets. So you gotta listen. I'm trying to be fair. I can't lie.
Yeah, but days are still marked in specific hours. We already know that.
You know, listen. It's like
how many hours do you want my shadow for?
That's not the deal. See, the deal is for the day.
Yeah, but we clearly have defined days.
No, it's never night. So it's almost always kind of day.
Yeah.
But the fact that
So he'll have it forever.
Our bodies as mortal beings have to sleep for at least 4 hours a day.
Keyword, you said a day. He just said day.
Yesin, as your attorney, I'm going to advise that you don't take this deal.
Are you mortal?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
The fuck? Yeah, everybody's mortal. I mean, I ain't no god or nothing. I mean, I live a long fucking. Where do you guys go to fucking school? You guys, boy, they really need to bring some of the some of that. Oh, that explains a lot. Okay, that guy's stuck in his old books. He don't know nothing.
Speaking of books, what book do you think I can read to learn about Mordenesca?
Anything that's got to do with the Void Father. That's his daughter, so probably that.
The Void Father. You see her. She takes out her new emerald pen and her notebook, and she's writing this down. The Void Father.
Can't believe I'm teaching you guys this in the middle of the fucking Jerry Slaughter fashion. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean,
change the name.
What would say that you should be charging us for all this knowledge?
Yeah, I'm trying to get some fucking shadows is what I'm trying to do here.
Yeah, well, we're not going to give you those. So,
oh, you said you do. How would you like? And he pulls out of his robes a small knife from a different plane of existence.
What does it do?
Sharp.
Looks over at Snick again. He's like, "Is this guy fucking serious? He's trying to fucking sharp knife, a sharp fucking knife."
From another world, friend.
It's made of a different metal, a metal that you can't find here.
It has a shadow. You kind of like hold it in the light.
It casts a shadow. Clearly, it does.
Yes.
So.
He's just like rubbing his head with like 6 of his fucking legs. Like, oh, guys up here. Listen.
What was the name? Well, leaning into Theo. What was the name of your planet?
Aurel.
Talk it up.
Ah, yes, this is from the Great Disc Oril.
The flat.
Yes, you know it. The Great
Right.
Disc Toril, very renowned. It's metals, it's mythology, many powerful gods there.
I'll give you. You want some? You make me happy. You want some ribbon? I'll give you some ribbon for that. Some you want some ribbon from a different world? I'll give you some ribbon from a different world. How about that?
He thinks about it. He thinks about it.
I could wrap that ribbon around my hat.
Yeah, you just see like an ever changing. It's. I don't want to. It's like a chromatic ribbon that's just like floating around by one of the unseen servants over his head, like dangling it like a fishing lure, almost like. Hey. The one thing you do notice is all the unseen servants, although they're invisible if you look straight ahead, they all cast shadows on the floor.
Are all these unseen servants shadows you've taken from people?
Yeah, fucking help ain't free.
Or is it?
Oh no, I made a deal and I got their shadows. Now I have people to help us sell things.
What happens to the people who gave you the shadows?
I don't know. That ain't part of the deal. I don't even go that far. Don't ask, don't tell. Deniable plausibility, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we'll think on that a little more. Keep your knife, Theo.
Ah, yes, perhaps. Find someone with more inquisitive tastes. And he stuffs it into his robe.
All right, listen, since you didn't get a full outfit, you just wanted the hat, give me like 20, 25 gold, that's fine. All right, normally it'd be a 40 gold hat, all right? Listen, I'm cutting you a deal, okay? Just know that.
Very much appreciated.
Because you're friends with Snick, that's the only reason guys are getting a break.
He just gives Snick the nod. Thanks, girl.
Yeah.
I'm a walking discount code.
You're like that little card like people's kids sell, you know what I mean?
Oh,
You can
yeah,
get
yeah.
the discounts in all the stores.
Theo will pop up 20 gold.
So when do I come back for my my outfit?
What's already done?
Oh, perfect.
The fuck you
he's
guys
gonna-
think I've been doing this whole time while I'm sitting here just dragging shit out my ass? Because I am.
It's made of shit?
I mean, no,
Is anything not made of shit here?
Listen, this is the finest dark shore spider silk you'll ever get, okay?
Fine, okay. Yezin takes out his 60 gold. Make me something dope.
You just want anything.
I mean, it's got to fit under my, everything else.
The other Jerry opens up the book. You don't care at all.
Yeah. As long as it fits under the rest of my gear,
Oh, fucking ate the wolf.
surprise me.
oh,
Oh, okay, that's exciting. So it's like a full cutscene where everybody comes out of is coming out of the double doors, and then Yezin just blasts the door open in his new outfit. You have like the full. It's hard to explain. It's like it's formal without being formal. So you have the real sharp. Almost think of like a ringleader outfit, right? So it has a real sharp lapel, like a double layered vest that's kind of like a double breasted vest underneath with like the little quack thing, that little fluffy thing in the front, right? So you almost look like Moulin. You have a cane, like Moulin Rouge exploded with like reds and golds, with your scrap gear all over top of it.
I love this so
Like-
much.
Post-apocalyptic prince.
It's like Purple Rain meets Road Warrior. But like Hawk and Animal Road Warrior, like
Yeah,
the wrestlers.
we all come out wearing new gear.
Not Mel Gibson, the wrestlers.
This is like the best day I've had in a long time. This is great.
As you're going out, the Spider Jerry goes to Snake. Is like, "Hey, Snake, be careful with those guys, all right? They don't really know too much, huh?"
I got nothing. I need a drink. That's where I'm at with them right now. They're good people. So, like, don't get me wrong. They're good people. They're exhausting sometimes.
Yeah, I can tell. And listen, don't let them sell their shadows to anybody else, all right? If they want to sell the shadows, come back to me. That's all I'm saying.
You know I'm not going to let them sell their
Jibs.
shadows.
Fair enough. I'll treat the shadows right. You know I will.
Yeah, but then revenge. No, we're not. No.
Well, I'm saying they don't need to. If they want to, they know the guy. That's it.
But you shot your shot, and I got to give you credit for that. So I'll see you later.
Listen,
This is why they have the free alcohol to get more shadows.
Listen, the lure's out there. I just need a little fly to come in the way. That's all I'm saying. I'll see you later.
I'm just gonna walk out the door.
Nimbletooth comes out looking like Angus, like a cross between Angus Young from AC/DC
That's what I was picturing.
and like with like a tricorn hat with a really ostentatious like feather.
I was
out of it or
picturing
some
like
shit.
if Angus Young lived in like 17th century Germany in the middle of the mountains.
And he's and that noise is like annoying now. It's like as he's walking with the clogs.
It's weird too because like he made the clogs from the silk, but they're like hard like wood.
Oh, it's like petrified web.
Yeah, it's pretty bizarre.
Like fiberglass and resin, right?
Yeah, fucking fiberglass shoes. Yeah.
Theodore's gonna grab his hat, and I would he's going to attempt a quick little flourish with it. He's gonna try to like throw it up with a little spin and catch it on his head.
You want to give it a shot? You want to do like a little acrobatics or something like that, or performance?
Yeah,
even
yeah.
depends how you want to do it.
Performance, yeah.
Totally up
Yeah,
to you.
we'll do performance.
Yezin's toasted right now, so can I make a roll to swat it out of the air when he tosses it?
Yeah, if so, you're liquored up pretty good.
Oh yeah, he was just like nonstop drinking that champagne.
All right, pick however you want to do it, whether it's acrobatics or athletics, but roll at a disadvantage because you're hammered.
DC 13.
It looks like you did perception.
Oh, I did do perception.
Yeah.
Yeah. One up. So subtract one. It's a 12.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
I'm just gonna roll dice. I don't remember how to do it with
At the
disadvantage.
Yeah, you got 12.
Ooh, meets it.
Beats it.
So you somehow tell us how you stumbly coming out hit the right one of the two hats that you see.
I think he just like swings both hands like he's going for like a high five and just like ha!
You literally just hit them both.
It just smashes
Got two
down the floor.
hands, one for the each of you.
So Theo's got this brand new hat. He was just about to. He's so happy about to put it on. Spinning in the air. Yesen comes over. Mashes it on the ground, like fucking bends the rim a little bit.
Looking like
In
Prince.
God's name, what's wrong with you, Yesen? And he picks his hat up and starts dusting it. Are you drunk?
Yeah. Were you not drinking in there?
No.
It was free.
Yes, to get us to buy more things.
Probably sell more shadows. I don't know.
They want you to do. They want you drunk. You're in there buying more of their things.
And
They're
we
out to
did.
get us. They're out to get you, yes.
Yes.
Get out of here.
I think we came out on top here.
Those of us who didn't get a bent hat.
It'll bend
Fucking
back.
stuffs it on his head, fucking walks out.
Oh,
Well, everyone looks
see?
fabulous.
Yeah, Dan's mad now too. Yes.
Oh.
Yes, how do I look? Do I fit in? He's in the crowd. He's just 2 feet taller now. He stands out even more because of the fucking hat.
Does it cover your ears?
I think so. Yeah, the long brim.
Oh, now you fit in.
Now you can pass off as an elf because you can't see your ears.
Yeah. We're just there.
Ears, ears.
The hat now covers my ears, and the party has affirmed that I now blend in.
Hell yeah.
Even though you just see a 2-foot tall fucking purple spike going through the crowd of the city.
You walk out and there's like 12 other people wearing the exact same hat. Fuck!
Now, like motorcycles and Jeeps wave to each other.
it's a Jeep thing.
We're gonna be fucking tipping our hats at each other and shit.
Oh god.
Fortunately, Theo is you're basic. Just now.
Yeah. All right, so where are we off to now?
What is it?
You look like everybody else.
Isn't-
I mean, depending on where you are, you'll fit in, or you'll stick the fuck out. Now, me, on the other hand, I fit in.
Are you wearing a Travis right now, or you're still Nimbletooth right now? Right?
Oh no, I'm still Nimbletooth.
Okay.
Yeah.
You look like you're ready for studies.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Luck is always on my side. I'm a halfling.
That was a good look. Look.
Oh.
Yes. No, you look very clean. I'm very impressed.
Well, I don't look menacing in any way, right?
No, you look quite harmless.
Perfect.
Shifty eye. Really?
I look over to Yezin. And yes, that's a start. Got you wearing scrap over top of a beautiful fucking suit.
It's amazing. It fits just right, even underneath all of my armor and stuff, too.
Yes. And
Where are we going now? Oh, we got to get the boat fixed.
we do.
We do, and I need to swing by the general store for something real quick.
Nick, did you not get anything made up?
No, I don't. I like my outfit. I don't need anything fancy. It's just
Not
gonna
true.
get dirty.
Also, seems like you are already acquainted with Jerry, so
Yeah, he's an interesting character.
I'll say.
Fun to drink with, but he's got so many kids. Their family reunions take up like half the city.
I can imagine. Lyyra, you look lovely. Thanks. Thank you.
And she points to the moon and the
Oh,
star.
yes. Very nice. How do you like this? You fucking-
Zveek gives
I
you a good
love
pat
it.
on the back, like, hey.
Yes, he gets it.
Covers your ears, so it's great.
If you didn't understand Zveek there, but he just said he called dibs on your hat when you die.
I mean,
Very well.
His band is nodding out of his head.
wow. So, take care of the boat, or and what time is it now at this point?
Midday. It's always midday.
Wow. Not really.
Yeah, the sun's on its way down, actually. So you guys did that. You got back at midday from the ship, dropped everything off. So it's probably like towards the late after or early evening, maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock. Our time.
So,
Nice.
maybe the boat tomorrow?
I suppose that'll do.
Food and drink.
Yes, did everyone has all the supplies they need. Snick.
We've got more time tomorrow.
Stick said she wanted to go to the general store.
Yeah, I gotta swing
Okay.
by. It's called the Hooded Lantern.
Lead the way.
Ah, yes. Yes, don't mind me.
Yeah, all right.
Just blending in.
You're walking with a swagger now.
Yeah, a little bit. Like a fucking 80s pimp, though.
Somebody get this man a cane.
Yeah. It's like that tourist that gets the Disney shirt while they're in Disney, and now they're just like, yes, here I am.
Look at everyone.
I am one of you.
I am here now.
All
Yes.
right.
So let's see. So Paneer Bazaar is where the Hood and Lantern is. Actually, right to the south. You guys are making actually a really efficient route. Yeah, it's in the northern section of the Paneer Bazaar, so it isn't too far away. Maybe a 10-minute jaunt across the sector there, the district.
All right. So is there anywhere else we need to stop tonight after general store?
No, I can't.
No.
It should be good.
I would like to see the temples, but I suppose there's time. And I am getting a bit hungry, so.
Okay. So we'll finish this up, then we'll go get some food and drinks.
Yeah.
And then we'll figure out our plan from there.
Yes.
We need a plan?
I don't know what we're doing. Are we sticking together? Are we going our separate ways? Like, there's a lot to talk about.
I will speak over drinks. Yes.
All right. To the Hooded Lantern!
To the temple.
Just like mouse skitters into the crowd.
Yeah,
And I'm lost.
and I'm lost. Yeah, every once in a while, the easiest way to do it is when you see people bump out of the way. You're like, oh, over there. Yeah, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't take long, 10-15 minutes. You go noticeably from, again, the blue top sector where all the buildings have blue roofs of the art district, and then you cross into the Paneer Bazaar, which is not too shabby. It's like, again, it's that earthen, all that traditional, like what you think of like Morocco, all the earthen buildings and stuff like that, and they're all stacked and tiered on top of each other, so the alleyways are pretty tight, but there's still enough room to move. You're kind of bumping into people here and there. Theodore's hat hits like 17 people on the way through.
like that asshole with the umbrella, right? Like,
yeah, like I with the
pardon
luggage
me.
on his side, just yeah. So you've been there 1,000 times because it's actually pretty close to the orphanage, and it looks literally just like a massive hooded lantern with a door on the front of it.
This
Oh,
is the place.
this is a recurring theme. Is very obvious names for the places of these businesses.
Do they not do that in your world?
Most of the buildings aren't this customized.
That sounds boring.
Actually, now that I've been here, it very much is.
You'll never be the same.
This is quite a nice change of pace. Most of the buildings in my world are like that. He just points to a square ass building.
Oh, that's not a building. That's just an elemental taking a nap.
Yes, well, that's what they look like.
You just like see one eye open, like yeah. Yeah.
I was joking. Oh my god.
that's awesome.
I'll pull the door open. All right, everyone in.
Good.
Theodore's got to fucking cock his head a little bit. Like fucking get the angle.
Hey, you gotta close your umbrella before you go inside. Come on.
Bad luck.
Wearing one.
Nimbletooth has taken to hopping on to Zvik and like riding him through the crowd. So like generally that's gonna be Nimbletooth's that's just standard order for him now. Like, hey, I get a better vantage point if I just hitch a ride on Zvik.
Are you inside his carrying?
No. He's like riding his hip, and just
Okay.
kind of hanging on a shoulder.
I was gonna say, because if you were, it's just like completely full of champagne.
Yeah.
Boiling champagne.
Yeah,
He's like
like
spilling champagne as he walks.
it's like really gross champagne that's been out at the party the whole time, and like at the end of the night, everyone's going to clean it up. It's like piss warm, and the bubbles are all out of it.
Yeah.
Mixed
No
with
carbonated.
sand. Yeah, you notice like as opposed from before how he was like cool to the touch. Now it's just like holding like like a heating pad almost. Think of it like that. As long as you're not in his head, it feels like a heating pad.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so as you
Duly
go
noted.
in the door, same thing. It seems much larger inside than it does for the square footage of the building outside. And it's just it's like what you'd expect like a hardware store in a high fantasy place would be. So there's tons of adventuring gear and just like dips and bobs and like strange things like thimbles for sewing and stuff like that.
Oh,
They have everything here.
Yes, this is more of a like general goods, things you might need.
hey, it's one-stop shopping.
And then I'm gonna scamper right over to where they keep all the candies.
Yep, pretty much. You know the drill. Yeah.
Yeah. You just see Snick grabbing like an armful of candy, and then she runs to the other side, and I'm just gonna look at all the yarns. And I'm gonna pick a pretty blue one, and a pretty purple one, and a pretty pink one, and grab those. And then just run up to the counter and throw them all on the counter.
You see like a boar, like a wild boar that would be bipedal, wild folk, and he's just kind of sleeping like half dazed off at the shop. You know him as that's Azanor. You've been here a cajillion times. You've probably been here more than any of the other places because it's so close and it's got all the candy for the kids. So he just like looks at like, oh, a little late, Snick.
Yeah, a lot of detours today.
Fair enough. What the fuck? Oh,
I have new friends.
apparently, what are they? Circus? Or I'm joking. It
yes.
looks lovely.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Everyone, this is Agenor.
You're so subtle.
Yeah.
Theodore just stands there like doesn't know what to do with his hands. He's like, what?
He's like the shopkeeper's like smiling through his. He's like, hi.
Yezin's up like scooping some champagne out of the head, like, hey.
He's just like glaring at Snick like,
I'm sorry.
oh no, it's fine. It's fine. That's fine.
They'll spend money. They have
no,
money
they-
to spend. So.
Listen, you spend enough money here. That's fine. It was just startling. It was startling. That's all I'm gonna say.
He was just staring at him at this point.
Yeah.
Theo, stop staring. It's rude.
He's like,
He pretends to browse.
he's like smiling at you, but like off to Snick. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
That has been the $1 million question for literally everyone in the city.
Fair enough. At least I'm on brand.
He's not from here. That's the best I can give you as a like encompassing answer.
I thought he smelled funny. Okay, that's fine.
He was like pretending to browse and trying to be coy and just keep fucking looking back at him.
The worst.
He like beckons. He's like, hello, sir. Can I help you with something?
Just browsing, thank you.
Oh, let me know if you need help.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Back over to Snick.
So how's the family? I'm like trying to make like small talk at this point.
Oh, you know, the Sue is doing pretty good. Sue and Suey and Suette and all the piglets are pretty, you know, just here I am at 9 or 10 o'clock at night, just wasting my life away.
Get a roof over their heads, so
Yeah, it's a nice roof. Nice
there you go.
roof.
So you're not fully wasting it, and they're lucky to have you. So
You know, touche. I appreciate that.
But for me, this is literally all I need. I just went on a mission, so I'm doing the usual: bring back the kids back some stuff.
Oh, it's take another hand. Take another hand. Take some more candy.
Are you sure?
Yeah, put another handful in it.
Run over and just. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a second handful. I'll pay for it
That's
and just throw it on the table.
Yeah. Just give me a gold. You got, yeah, it's fine. You got like a gold and a half. Give me a gold. We'll call it a day.
I'll give you 2. I made money.
Oh, Jody
Yeah,
High Roller
right?
over here. Okay. Okay.
I think we're gonna start doing some upgrades soon to the think soon.
Really?
Start-
Like to the orphanage?
Mm-hmm. I think it's time. Work is steady. I think it's time to like make the kids' lives a little better. And Gertrude, she's so old.
She's pretty old. Yeah, I don't know how she's alive.
She calls me Nick now. Like she just has taken the S off my name. That's how old this woman is.
Yeah, she's old.
I love her, but holy crap!
I don't even know what to say. She's a corpse.
Oh. Oh.
Hey, don't say that word around him. Come on.
I feel bad, but she's just a living corpse.
I'll look back at her and go, she's not actually a living corpse. I will introduce you guys to Gertrude. She's the one who made the cookies. She's just really old.
When you turn around and said she's not a living corpse, he's like,
At the word cookies, Nimbletooth's like,
Corpse, he's like, huh? Cookies.
Theo's just still staring at this guy. And then like whispering to whoever's near him. About.
What did you say?
Who is she talking about?
Someone named Gertrude. I don't know.
she runs the orphanage.
Those orphans have to run?
They will. They.
Did I hear that?
They're
yeah, I mean, were you guys trying to be quiet
So
about
chaotic.
There's no quiet for Yezin right now.
yeah,
it? Yeah, that was on blast then.
Just gonna snap and look at specifically Nimbletooth.
and Nimbletooth walks over to the counter and he's like, ugh. And he throws some items on there. It's sewing needles, thread, and sharpening stone. Yep.
Oh, hey there, little fella. If you want, just go 3 boxes over. You could get the whole kit, so you don't have to. So it'll like be in a nice little carry-on.
Oh, it comes in a box?
Yeah, get the kit.
And he walks back.
He
He's
like leans into Snick. He's like, "Is that one of your orphans?"
No. And I'm afraid to keep bringing him around the orphans. But
Oh, all right. Well, whoops.
it's fine. I'm working with him, but oh man, you gotta talk about red flags.
Here you go.
He's just like holding his head. He's like, all the years of truffle school I went to, and here I am sewing needles at 10 o'clock at night. Oh yeah, thanks, sir. That will be that'll be. But
Go on.
like 5 silver. It's just a basic kit.
Oh, is this a 5 silver? And he holds a 1 gold coin.
No, that's a gold coin.
Oh, I'm so innocent that I don't quite know how currency works yet.
Do you want the change or?
Yes, change this into what you need.
Do you want to try and pretend you're being a kid? You could try deception.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah. Oh, that didn't work so good.
Yeah, it didn't. He's just like, okay. He just pulls out 5 silver. He's like, there you go.
Theodore
youngster."
whispers to Yezin, I think he's retarded.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Which one? It's a bit sandy.
He takes
Rubbing
the sewing kit away.
Anything else I could do for you, Snick, or do you need help? Are you being helped?
I would blink twice if I needed help. I'm good.
Okay. Listen, let me know.
If
Go
I
ahead.
wake up and my kidneys are gone, though, she's just like slyly pointing to Nimbletooth.
I gotcha.
Thanks.
We'll get
And I'll
him.
just stick all the candy in my bag and all the yarn.
Are we going for food soon?
Yeah, I gotta.
I'm surprisingly in the mood for like some pork barbecue.
Oh,
Oh shit! Oh, I'm so sorry.
Theodore just walks away from him. Theodore just goes
You
to the
just
other
kind of
side of
see
the
him
shop.
like drop his head. He's just like, please leave. Just,
Okay, bye. Thank
just-
you.
You're,
And-
you're welcome. Snick.
barbecue ensues that it insinuates that you're cooking it as he's walking out with Yezin.
Yeah, it needs to be dry and hard.
Oh Christ! When Theodore walked away from Yezin, he walked deeper into the shop, and now they all just left. He's just fucking stuck there, and he just kind of like tries to
Oh, what do I
sneak
do
out.
now?
Tries to sneak out with a massive hat, just like
Yeah, just trying to be as nonchalant as he can. It's not
Knocking
working.
figurines over.
yeah. As you go out and you like catch the last couple things and the door shuts, I think that's where we'll take our break and we'll come back in 10 and see where you guys end up.
Oh dear God!
I forgot how to even do anything with my life.
Abort! Hit it!
Here we go.
Just delete world. That
I'm crashing.
All right. See, make sure it comes back up. It does. Everybody's here. We're all sitting here half chewing like. Alrighty.
Smoke.
Okay. So, you guys just left the Hooded Lantern. Left as poor Azenor scarred for life. Just was not expecting that at 9:30, 10 o'clock at night to come strolling in. Yeah, so where do you guys want to go?
I'm starving.
All right. Well, there's a tavern literally, I think, right up that way called What Ails You. It's right here in the Paneer Bazaar.
Clever name.
Is that place also shaped like a giant tankard?
Is it shaped like a giant tankard?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, actually.
I'm glad it's getting predictable.
They work smart, not hard.
Yeah, so What Ails You is kind of like that cheersy kind of bar. You frequent a couple of them. One that's close to the orphanage is Marv's, because that's right in Old Town. And from where you are, you could so the three closest would be What Ails You in the Paneer Bazaar, Marv's in Scabtown, and the Curtain Call in the Encore Quarter. You could push it to Bubble and Trouble and Carnum's Rest, but that's probably the farthest. And then Silver Gull and Butcher's Block are way out there.
Okay. Which one will have the best food?
That's kind of subjective. So Curtain Call is going to have the fancier food, like the foie foie. What Ails You is going to be that, like, I don't want to say bar food, but that more blue collar food. And then Marv's is like that real hole in the wall, like dive bar.
We only serve wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Boneless. We only have a fryer. That's it.
We've got peanuts on the bar. That's it.
Yeah.
Bags of chips
In the shells too. Crack.
My character's allergic.
So, yeah, we'll hit up What Ails You. The food there is pretty good. It's not bad. But since everyone seems to be getting on the ravenous side, I say we hit there.
Yes, I could use a good meal. We've been eating rations for days now.
You've been eating?
Yes, this hot tag. We had good berry. We had those cookies that were delightful, but I would like to try your cuisine.
All right. Let's go, everyone! To the ale house.
Yeah, quick jaunt over. You're pretty close. That's probably the closest one. And again, it's you notice the theme, obviously, Theodore. It's hard to miss what you're looking for when you want that specific thing. So yeah, you see this big giant tankard looking house. They're surrounded by all the earthenware type other houses, like the bland grays and tans, and then you just see a giant tankard with a door handle in the front.
You can tell this is just like a real tavern because it's round, so there's no corners for those edgy ones to sit in. It's great.
I'd never considered that. Good thinking. Where do they sit? The brooding ones.
In the rafters.
There's always a brooding ranger in the corner somewhere.
I think they go to the other place, the real hole in the wall place.
Ah.
Johnny Nod with the raid. Appreciate it.
Yeah, the sketchy ones usually hang out down at Marv's.
I see.
So.
Well, we are here.
Yezin just goes in.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're waiting.
Yeah.
So the road is fairly quiet. There's not too much going on. As soon as you open the door, though, it's like you're in the middle of a busy restaurant. So there's like a very, very distinct, like, quiet bustle of the city, and then loud restaurant as the door opens. When you see it's again larger on the inside than the square footage would appear, and it's like balconies that just go up and up and up like 3 or 4 floors. So as you first walk in, it's almost like, you know, when you walk into a like an expensive foyer to a house, they have the 2 staircases up the side. It just does that, and it keeps doing it up to the 4th floor. But on the bottom floor is like a regular bar and seating all through the middle. And then, like I said, the rest are overlooking balconies over the middle.
He was just looking up at all this.
That's where the you know, the edgy ones want to sit.
I see. I would like to sit up there.
So what you're saying is that you want to be edgy.
Well, no, I mean,
You're
think of the
so
view.
edgy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. You want to be observant.
Yes, I mean, the size of this place.
I agree.
I've sat on the ground floor many a place. Why would you not want to sit up there?
What you do notice too when you look up is there's no roof on it, but from outside there's a clear cap on top, so you could see outside, and you didn't hear any of the noise when you walked up to it. But when you're inside, you could see all the stars outside, and it just sounds like a regular restaurant.
It is very nice up there until you're drunk and have to get down all the stairs.
I can see the danger. Yes. He just looks at Yezin. Can I make a insight check? See how drunk fucking Yezin is already.
Yeah,
If
go
this
for
is
it.
a 17.
Yezin, you could either do deception or persuasion. You don't have to say which. You could do a blind roll and then see if you.
I'm just gonna say he's already kind of like he's been drinking like 9 cubic feet of champagne.
It's like sludge too at this point. It's like real like gritty, just because it's been rolling around and bubbling.
He's just walking up.
Oh.
Champagne pies, just like cakes.
Sand pain.
Sand pain.
It's a handful in, but it's like sunflower seeds. You're just seeing him like spit out the sand.
Look at the champagne off the grains of sand. Little pebbles.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
I should probably eat some food like now.
Yes, we do need to get you a meal. Yes.
as you
So
walk
he's
in,
he's pretty banged up on the insight check.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
okay.
even gonna roll for that. He's drunk.
So yeah, the whole thing is spawned this with Snick saying, "Well, getting down drunk is going to be an ordeal."
Right.
So he just looks at Yezin, does his assessment, and looks right back at Snick. Yes, I think you're right. Perhaps something closer to the ground floor would be good. And he just tries to subtly throw his hat towards Yezin.
yeah,
All
like
right.
a fucking beacon arrow.
Yeah.
All right. So let's just look for a table and see what's open.
Yeah, you see, so as you come up to the precipice, a little winged creature kind of flies down. It looks like some sort of fairy, just a little bit larger than a normal small fairy. And you notice that that's how they're like serving a lot of the guests, as they're just flying up to the balconies and giving them things and flying back down and going into the kitchen and taking things off the bar. Yeah, so like a little fairy dude comes down. He's like, "How many?"
5? Yeah, 5.
Speak.
It's 6. I think we need a 7th for his hat, and I think we need a child seat.
A booster?
For who?
2 child seats.
Just glaring at Zeke.
Oh, I'm sorry. There no child seats. Be honest with yourselves. Come on.
There is nothing wrong with being small.
No, and there's nothing wrong with needing a boost.
Do you guys want a minute or?
No, we're good. A table for 6, please.
Okay, yeah, follow me. And he just like buzzes off. Like,
Dino runs.
Like the wind.
Yeah. How fast do you run?
I'm trying to keep up with this fucking thing. He said follow it.
All right, cool. Do roll me an acrobatics to try and dodge all the people that are coming by and all the flying people and trays and waiters.
That's a 1, sir. That's a 1.
Oh, dear goddess.
So on brand. So yeah, the waiter flies off and you go to chase after him, and as you do, your hat just catches a dude that's flying by. Roll percentile. 2d10s.
No.
Oh, just D100, 2D10s.
Yeah. D100 is
cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
D100. 36. Yeah, and it just shit goes flying fucking everywhere. And it's one of those like everyone stop, like the whole restaurant gets quiet, like the music stops, like the record's like and everyone's like looking down at you in a pile just covered in food.
As quick as possible, he's gonna get his hat and put it back on.
I was just gonna say a lot of people are just like, what the fuck? You can see them all like pointing at their ears like that kind of thing, like what the fuck was that?
He just stands up and makes an announcement. I'm fine.
Oh my god.
Everyone go back to your meals. I'm sorry for the disturbance. Everyone is fine.
Ooh.
Nothing to see here. Shut up, Yasin. Shut up. And then as quickly as he fell, he's going to get up and just keep pursuing this creature.
Yeah, the fairy stops since then, is like watching you, and the one that you crashed into is like getting up and like brushing himself off and like squinting at you like, what the fuck was that? And quickly casts prestidigitation on himself and cleans himself off and goes back to the kitchen and go, with all his empty shitty bowls that just got cleaned up, and goes back to the kitchen to get back what he just dumped off. And so he's like, the fairies, the original waiter's like looking at you and like with his facing you now, just backing up and flying real slowly, just like, I don't want this guy fucking behind me, like shit. And as real slowly, just like, yeah, you could sit down.
Yes, thank you. He'll sit down and just try to get the food from off of his robes, because he does not have prestidigitation. He's going to just do his best to get all the wet bits off before it's sit down by himself. Because every other reasonable person is just walking through the crowd. So you just see a little purple hat sticking up out of the crowd.
In the booth.
Yeah, with like a napkin stuck to the side of it. You notice too so it's a round table in a round room with round stools with backs on them, and you notice the stools are very small, and as you go to sit on it, it kind of just adjusts to your size and then sits you up at the table where you need to be.
He heard, because he was planning on hitting at a certain height, and it came up and met him.
Yeah.
There's an oof.
Startup cost for this tavern has to be astronomical.
But yeah, as you guys following or you walking?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking. What the fuck was that?
What an idiot.
Why would he?
Get to the table, sit down. Why would you run?
Before
You saw how fast that thing moved. It said
It wasn't
follow
going
me.
to disappear. It was just going to mark the table for us.
I thought we would lose it.
Is that how it works in your world?
Would they walk in my world?
Lyyra has like a not so fond memory of Carmichael.
Like oatmeal.
Yeah. As you as the 1, 2, 3, as the 4 of you are walking to the table first, everybody roll a perception check.
I'm perceiving.
God damn, my rolls suck tonight.
The perceiver. We have a 12, a 15,
maybe not,
a
maybe not.
10, and Snick has a
Oh. come on. Sorry, I'm having a
Perceive.
situation here.
That's all right. You got kitties and stuff.
They're being a menace to society. Oh no!
They're not helping you. They're distracting
I am so
you.
embarrassed.
I didn't do the worst.
I got my head pulled up, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, no one recognized me. No one recognized me.
What about Zvik? Does Zvik get one?
I don't even think he would bother. He really only listens to you guys, and Yezin is really all he gives a fuck about. And until he's told to sick on something, he doesn't really care.
Good for him.
Yezin, you overhear a lot of the chatter on the way to the table, and it's pretty much along the lines of like, yeah, I think it was a human. I've never seen one before.
It totally was.
And then they like perk up and like get real close. They're like,
I know, right? What an idiot.
as you go over and sit down next to him.
I'm at the wrong table.
Sits down with them. Yes, are you gonna join us or?
Oh shit.
You just see like two Luxodons sitting there that were eating their soup and like whispering to each other like,
Carry on, and it goes over. I would say, like, he like covers one eye to try to see better, even though he already only has one eye.
you're just literally
Because
going
the other's
blind.
the gem, just like.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so as everybody sits down, the maitre d that sat you isn't actually who takes your orders. You see a giant, a half giant actually, Furbolg come over, and he's all done up in his like waiter outfit, like all black everything. Like they're like roby kind of. It's a little bit loose enough to move around and stuff like that, but the quintessential black with the red tie. He goes over, hey, what ails you?
It's the name of the establishment.
Yeah.
They
make
said
us
the
say
title
it.
of the movie.
They make us say it, but welcome. I'm Craghorn, and what can I get you?
What specials do you got?
Well, everything here at What Ails You is sure is special. That's another joke. And as he's talking, you see more Craghorns coming out of and like going to other tables and doing this and serving other people, and it looks like a carbon copy of him. Yeah. What are you in the mood for? We have a soup. We have like a turnip. From Vishan. That's real nice turnip soup.
You got pork barbecue.
Oh yeah, we totally do. We got it's just a big roasted dire hog. You want some of that?
Yes.
Deal. Anyone else?
That turnip stew sounds delightful.
Little spicy, but I like it.
I'll take the turnip soup too.
2 turnip soups. I like your guys' style. Anyone else?
Do you have any like meat stew, like a meat stew of some kind, like a hearty stew?
Of course, yeah. We got the adventurer's stew that's like just meats and stuff that's been stewed with vegetables for a long time. There's lentil, I think that's how you say it. It's really good too.
I'll take that.
Deal.
One more to go.
What about you?
I'll have. Do you have pickled pig's feet?
Yeah, I mean, you just like that's it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want. I mean,
Okay.
we're starting with. I mean, I thought we were going to start with drinks first, but okay.
Oh,
You guys are going right to
Yeah.
the meal, so okay.
well, we also need drinks. You can order them both.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
We usually start with the drinks.
What do you dudes want to drink?
Ale.
Ale.
What ails you? I see what you're doing there.
yes. I did say that. I did say that. And he fixes his hat.
This dude's
It's in
weird.
the name.
I like
What
him.
ails you? I thought we were getting drinks here first, but you know.
That's 2 ales. Regular ales are fine, right, dudes?
Yeah. Of course.
Okay.
Yeah. This guy gets it.
Anyone else?
I'll have a cup of wine, like your biggest glass of wine. If it can be in a tankard form, even better.
I mean, I could get a pretty big glass.
It comes in pints.
Deal. Wine it is. Pale lady?
Do you have any elven wine?
Well, of course we do. What ails you? We got a bunch of stuff in the bag. Do you have a specific one, or you just want elven wine is fine?
That's fine.
Deal. Little dude?
Yeah, I already told you what I wanted. I wanted the pickled pig's feet.
Do you want the pickle juice to drink, or
Well, oh yes. Just bring the whole jar.
deal?
Or yeah,
Anything
You're not
else?
having anything to drink?
yes. That's what I'm having to drink.
Okay. Yes, that'll be all, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Deal. He just turns around and starts clomping off.
Oh, glad you guys found me here.
The pickled pig's feet aren't cooked, so you know that's.
Ah, yes, you do like things rare. Oh, understandable. But you do not drink ale or wine or
No,
spirits?
no, not generally. It's not needed. That's what the pickling process is useful for. It's it's an anatomical genetic thing. It serves the same purpose.
You get intoxicated from vinegar?
Well,
I've never heard of such a thing.
If well, not necessarily the vinegar. It's the process of preserving the meat, and yeah, it's not so much the fluid part of what's being brought to me. It's more of what the meat is.
Are you? He just kind of looks at everyone. Are you saying the uncooked meats intoxicate you?
Well, if they're pickled.
Huh.
You're a weird little dude, and I kind of like it.
I mean, this is how fermentation starts, and it's, you know, depending on how infused the meat is, it yields.
Did you say infused or abused?
Infused? Yeah, you don't necessarily. You don't do it necessarily treat the meat any abusive way. You just it's processing. You put it straight into the vinegar. You let it sit for a certain amount of time, not unlike an ale or a wine or a mead. This is how things are here.
I see.
And
Okay,
this is, I don't know how the halflings in your world get.
Oh, they mostly just drink a lot of ale.
Oh, and that works for them?
Seems to. Yes.
Oh,
They're quite a rowdy bunch.
They-
Fearless. Yes.
Yes, us halflings do get rowdy for sure.
Well, like I say, I'm not from this world. I do not pretend to be. So I'm not here to pass judgment.
With
No
that,
judgments assumed.
with
You've
that, you see
been
Crackhorn.
judging everything.
That's what I'm here to do.
Well, he's learned. He's asking questions.
Next question.
He's trying to learn our culture and our ways, and things are different here. It is a different place.
Yuns are all getting me just right fucked in the head.
All
I
right.
think
Well,
you've done that to yourself, good friend.
well,
How many cups of champagne did you drink at Jerry's?
You mean handfuls of sand?
Yes, the same.
All of them.
Oh,
I
well.
see.
With
What do you
that-
think Atticus will have us do next?
You see Craghorn start to come back with a bunch of bowls and cups and big things in his hand. He's kind of holding most of it all in one hand, like his hand is the tray. When he comes and he sets it down, and you notice all the bowls and plates and jugs are empty as he's setting them out. And he looks at everybody at the table and he motions to Theodore. He's like, "This dude's gonna like this. Watch this." And he goes, and then the bowls and cups and everything fill up with whatever you ordered. He's like, "How do you like that, dude? That was cool, right?"
Magnificent. He's like the embarrassing parent at like a fucking theme restaurant, just cheering and clapping for the waiters. Yeah.
But by now, like, Craghorn has his arm like on Teddy's shoulder. He's like, "I like this dude. This guy. Listen, you guys, let me know if you need anything. I'll be over there."
Excuse me, real quick.
What's up, Rocky dude?
This isn't barbecue. Why isn't it charred?
I mean, it's pretty charred.
But it's still tender. Why is it not cooked?
If I may interject, sir, have you ever been to a campfire and had to extinguish it prematurely? And you pour the water on the campfire, and that's how he likes his food.
Right. Okay, dude. So he just like points at it, and a little fucking scorching ray just goes. It just and it's just
sizzles it.
Yeah, it's just a black charred mess.
Oh, it's one of them kind of barbecue places. I love it.
Yeah, dude.
Sizzling at the table.
What ails you, dude? Dinner and a show.
This place is truly marvelous. Theodore, this is his favorite place right now.
This is like the Fridays for
Yeah, it's exactly.
all the goofy shit on the wall.
Yep.
Nick definitely knows all the great places. So far, we've been successful at each place.
Oh yes, and you are very well known, Snick.
I've been here for a long time. And I'm a hard to forget face. I mean, look at me. I'm fucking adorable.
Yes, I've been meaning to ask you.
I am in fact single.
Oh,
That's
gonna
a
be
good
my
question. You didn't even have to ask.
That's my cue to leave. I'll be over here, you dudes. Good luck. And he like pats Teddy on the back.
Take yourself away from us.
well, I wasn't trying to be so bold. I was more going to ask you. He's like playing with his food now.
I think Snick's looking for a little orphan daddy.
I was his stepdad.
Oh, Daddy Warbucks.
I want to fucking someone to Photoshop Theo in gray sweatpants. Fucking stepdad material.
With New Balances on mowing a lawn.
Yeah, exactly. And a wizard in his hat.
Weird, I've never seen purple New Balances before.
Raising these orphans.
Oh no.
Dear God. No, I was going to ask you, what are you?
What do you mean, what am I?
I feel that we all know each other a bit now. We've spent a few days together, and I didn't want to be too forward, but I've never seen any beastkin, if that is not an
Mouse?
impolite word.
Mouseful?
Yes, mouse. Yes, mouseful.
We're called wild folk, if that
Wild
makes
folk.
your life a little easier so that you don't get hit for offending someone.
It does.
So, some people do take offense to being called a beast. Because there's kind of a derogatory notion behind it that you're savage and unintelligent and, you know.
No, I understand. Oh,
But,
mouse folk,
Oh,
yes.
Wild folk.
wild folk. So, yes, wild folk, is that a general term for
Yeah.
other
for all of
people
us.
with animalistic characteristics?
Okay, so little
Amazing.
backstory. We're gonna backtrack on wild folk as a whole. When we started just kind of like in the forest as animals do, like kind of like fey animals almost. And once the gardener came and started planting flora from other planes,
Who?
The gardener.
This was a man, a farmer.
One of them
Why does
guys.
it have to be a man?
Okay, could have been a woman.
I mean, the assumption is a little offensive, but you know, things are different in your world, apparently.
Very much so.
But once he kind of started doing this, Windreel kind of changed. It became different. Animals started becoming fey creatures, and then that's how we were born.
Was this over a period of time? Was this?
Oh yeah, this wasn't overnight.
Imagine the birthing would be horrific.
I believe it happened on the third day. On the third day, the wild folk were born.
But like, so as like, because it didn't start off like immediate. It wasn't like plants, bam, sentient wild folk. It was a process, and as the magic and the flora and the fauna spread, we got smarter. We learned we walk on two legs, and we've become the creatures that you see everywhere.
Yes, well, clearly you're brilliant. And he like gestures to your wormling and your weapons.
Yeah. Well, I'm super smart, but
I see. Are all wildkin intelligent?
no. No. There are some dumb ones. There are some jerky ones. And then there's just ones that enjoy living their lives. Like, we're normal people. Like, I'm sure on your planet or your plane, you have stupid people. We have
yes,
stupid people.
It's mostly stupid, yes.
In comparison to yourself, of course.
Well, then everyone's stupid.
Oh.
No one is laughing.
And he just like shoots Yezin a look, like,
Did he just call us stupid?
Was that
No,
5 minutes
no.
later?
no,
He's just like just horking it down. Theo, Teddy, what kind of races they got in your place?
Well, we've got humans, mostly humans, a good deal.
That sounds boring.
Well, no, there are elves. There are different kinds of elves. There are high elves, wood elves. That's some other. I've never seen them. There's rumors of fairy tales, if you will.
Do you have any Lyyra elves there?
Not that I have encountered. Although I do hear rumors of small sects of elves that have been isolated for some time.
It'd be weird if they were all named Lyyra. That's kind of weird.
That would be quite
That's a
confusing.
weird question.
It is. We have dwarves. You have dwarves here. Yes.
We do.
Yeah. Halflings. A little bit different than yourself.
Only a little?
Different dietary needs, I believe. I
Big
think we
gluten-free.
have tieflings, almost like a human, but with sometimes hoofed feet, sometimes tails, sometimes horns. Very almost fiendish. There are some dark rumors as to how they became about. They just strange. Well, strange to me. Maybe not to you, but we are lizard folk and bird people.
Oh, so you do have some wild folk.
Yes, but they're not. I wouldn't say they're quite humanoid. They are much more animalistic.
It's always weird that everybody keeps trying to go back to this. Are you a humanoid person? I ain't no fucking human.
Well, I mean, we were the originals.
Were you though?
What?
Well, yes.
Because you guys live a lot shorter lifespans than literally any other person that I know.
Well, yes, because we exude such radiance.
You're very weak and fleshy to be saying that you're the first. Actually, that would make sense. They haven't had all that time to develop hardened skins and...
That's dirt, Yezin.
I mean, it's a hard coating for sure.
Yes.
But you.
Do you all not
Generally-
believe? Who do you believe to be the first?
Who do you believe to be the first?
I just told you.
Oh yeah, humans. You were right there.
That's right. That's right.
You guys anyone from here growing up would be that the 4 Jinn made everything. The gardener came, planted the fig tree, the 4 Jinn were made, they grew from the fig tree, and then the Jinn got bored and just started making everything.
I mean, I believe that the first probably came for the water, and then from there, they developed and evolved into what we are now.
They what?
They came from the water. So
Strange.
maybe fish, tadpoles, you know.
You believe frogs were the first? This
Frog-ish.
such strange ethos. I
And
must
when-
learn more.
And how exactly do you think that the humans came about?
Well, we were created in the image of the gods themselves.
Wow, you think real high of humans, don't ya?
Well,
So you're
Yeah,
saying
chosen.
every god from where you come from was a human?
the good
They
ones.
look like you. They're like shaped like
Good
you.
ones.
They have arms and legs like you.
Yes, well, some have extra arms, but most of them.
Oh.
I mean, even dragons take human form.
Well, so by
You-
that statement,
you-
if a god may have multiple arms, but you only have 2 arms, then you are not necessarily as, built in the same image of that god. You're
Well,
lesser. Lesser than
yes,
that
I
god.
will be the first to admit I'm lesser than a god, but that one was just being eccentric.
Or he was trying to hold you back.
Probably.
He or she.
It.
Probably a she.
Be it. They. Them. Yes, they have
They-
held us back for some time.
Lyyra, do you roll a what would that be? A wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
You fail, your brain explodes.
Yeah. You've just been radicalized.
humans 17. You passed. You feel that same feeling. So like as they were going, everybody was going back and forth with the humans, what came
My
first?
god, I'll kick your god's ass.
Yeah, my dad's cooler than your dad type shit. You almost started to just like tune it all out, and you kind of got to this weird like zoned out zenny state. So you passed, but you feel that same feeling you felt earlier today, where you right before you had that vision. So you essentially like you feel it right there, so you can either shrug it off or dive into it. It's up to you.
There's gonna she hasn't forgotten about this orb and she can feel it again. So she's gonna, not sure if what the orb may have to do with it or not. But she will kind of just take it out and hold it in her hands, and she's gonna dive into it right at the table.
Yeah,
While
so
we're all arguing.
yeah, I totally see that.
You see
like,
Lyyra kind of zone out and just
yeah, you like lean back and you have
Yeah,
that like
just-
orb under the table, just kind of like pondering the orb.
No orbs at the table. I
Are
told
you
you 1,000
texting
times.
during dinner?
No orbs at the table.
and
Hey,
Lyyra,
what have we told you about pondering orbs at the table?
you just see her hair start to
yeah,
come up again, and her eyes just go fucking milky.
Exactly. You guys see everyone sees the same thing. Her hair starts to lift up. Her clothes get like almost like they're lighter. Some of the soup starts to not come out of the bowl, but just like you could just see it start to droplets start to form on it.
So do her eyes go the same milky as the orb?
Yeah, I would. That's what I picture, right? Is that the same thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like milk bath.
Yeah, hell yeah. So it's just full, and from where you are, you kind of pull out of your body a little bit, and you're looking down at everybody arguing, and you see that same ruby serpent come out of the center of the table, and is just encircling the table.
Like the table itself, just the table?
Like on the top of the table, like in front of where everyone's talking, it's just like in the middle of the table going in circles.
Theo would be the last one to notice. He's still mansplaining while
Yeah.
everyone's just looking at fucking Lyyra.
He's human-splaining.
There it is.
Can I reach for it?
Sure. Yeah, you feel like you have some sort of, it's almost like you're in a video game where you're that like floating eye that can go around and inspect things. You have that same kind of feeling where you could see yourself holding the orb, and you can kind of control your vision of where you are. What do you want to do?
I don't know. Can I like investigate or try to understand what it means, or touch it?
Yeah, totally, for sure. So as you start to come closer and closer to it, the center of so it's out towards the perimeter of the table, and as you start coming closer and closer, the center of the table starts to turn into almost like a quicksand look, where the table turns to sand and starts to funnel in towards the middle, but the snake is still going as you get closer. Are you going to try and touch it or inspect it? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I want to try to touch it.
Snake.
Lyyra, get your own food. You don't need mine.
I know. You just see Lyyra's hands like going towards like
Get back,
the
Ghost.
barbecue pork.
Or the charred pork.
Okay, so your body kind of starts to do that, or is it just your vision that's trying to touch it? It's your call.
I feel like it'd probably be like a combo. Like I would be thinking it, like trying to touch it, and then like Lyyra's actual like is
Yeah,
actually
totally.
reaching for it in real life.
So
Totally.
you can see yourself reaching.
So
Yeah.
So everybody just kind of at the table. Everybody see Lyyra. Her hair is floating. Her eyes are milky, and she's just like reaching for nothing in the middle of the table.
and you kind of like whoever's facing her at the opposite sides of the table, you like look past her and you see this like little kid with a bowl of soup half in his mouth, and he's just like watching it all go down. Yeah, so as
Shake
you go
your
out,
head, boy. Your eyes are stuck.
so as your hands go out, there's physically nothing there for your body to touch, but you can grab the snake with your mind's eye, I should say, and it reaches out. It like stings, like it's a really painful feeling when you touch it. Roll another wisdom saving throw. Cool. So yeah, was that
Be wise.
Oh, how
Oh,
nice.
17, right? Yeah, another 17. You could feel that it wanted to backlash, and you could feel that if you didn't steel yourself against it, that it would hurt you for sure. And it starts to circle faster and faster towards the center of the table as it starts to head towards the middle.
Be okay.
I imagine Lyyra can't like hear anybody. Maybe.
Yeah, you don't really hear the room really at all. You don't any of that sort of noise. It's almost just like you can hear the sand and the serpent moving, but everything else is kind of like a silent movie. That's it. And you in the back of your mind keep hearing the same name over and over of Galen Drench. Galen Drench.
Yes.
And it's almost like, and when you touch it, it's almost like that when Pippin touches that one orb and that Sauron eye shoots into his brain and like hurts him.
Yeah.
It's that same kind of noise. Yeah.
All right. So I imagine So this is all happening. Lyyra is seeing herself kind of this out of body experience. She goes to touch the serpent, pulls back, and then as she sees it spinning down, desperate to understand, she's just kind of like reach for the table, and I feel like she would kind of come out of it, and Lyyra just hits the table, and she's like, and she's just like, Galen Drench.
Hell yeah.
All of us just like
As you went towards it and hit it, the serpent head made its way into that vortex that was spinning, and the sand that came up was the face of like this it's hard to it's like this grimy looking tabaxi, like this cat folk. It's just like you can't really see textures, but what you imagine is this greasy, nasty tabaxi. And then as you hit it, the sand just disappears, and you're back into the. You almost like hit the sand off the table and it turns back into reality.
Nice.
So wait, did you hit it and scream the name aloud for us to hear?
Yeah, I feel like she would be like going between like worlds at that point.
Is there do any of I mean, do I know who Galen Drench is? Can I make a roll on that or no?
You could try.
Cut her off,
Yeah.
apparently, because she's had too much.
If you're proficient in history,
anyone speak Druidish?
or if you have something along those lines that you could reasonably pitch as like, a history check or something like that.
What about religion?
Not so much.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm just assuming Theo knows nothing about this.
Yeah, you'd be pretty.
Yeah.
Unless like, not even.
Snick's ears have like, when a mouse is angry, how their ears fold.
I've never seen an angry mouse.
Yeah, there's just the ears are down and like pressed, and there's just staring at Lyyra.
Lyyra, is there a still in her trance, or is she snapped out of it? Is her eyes still milky?
I would assume you came back, right?
Yeah.
Because the vision ended. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I'm gonna. Okay.
Is this going to be a frequent occurring thing?
I like this place. Don't embarrass us.
I'm gonna.
Kid, go back to eating. Stop.
Get out of here.
Mind your business.
Theo owns the place now.
Not really listening, Lyra's gonna like she pulls out her cool new notebook, and she's gonna sketch that what did you say that was?
Tabaxi.
Yeah,
Tabaxi.
which is like a
She's
cat
gonna
person.
sketch the tabaxi.
Yeah.
She's drawing a cat.
I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna reach out to Lyyra. I'm gonna roll a power.
I'm gonna
What?
use
I'm
something.
gonna roll a power. I'm gonna roll psionic power. I'm gonna roll psychic whisper.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do good.
Oh no.
Let's see. Choose up to plus 2 creatures you can see. Yeah, then roll that for the number of hours equal. Okay, yeah. Well, you say for up to 2 hours you can speak telepathically within a mile. You don't have to speak a common language.
First one's free.
Yeah, you don't spend it because you used it. This is the first time you're using it after a long rest. So yeah,
First one's always free.
Yeah. So for 2 hours you can you have this like telekinetic connection. You could feel it. Lyyra, you can feel it as because you're so attuned to psychic things and trying to predict the future in trances. You could feel the.
You just see Lyra at the table like.
But you hear a different voice in your head. It's
me, Travis.
it's more of a garbly voice, asking you, who's Galen?
Lyyra will respond back, I'm not sure. But who is this?
Who's calling?
Yeah.
I don't have caller ID here.
And she's like kind of like looking around the room, but like not obviously. It just looks like she's still shook from her little future seizure.
Lyyra, you got anything you want to tell us?
The voice says, I'm here to help. I'm here to learn, just like you.
I mean, I don't fully understand it, and I don't know. It kind of seems important.
No, obviously it was important.
She's like
Screamed it out.
She's kind of like looking like all over the place. She's gonna try to like look at everyone at the table here and kind of see if any. I don't know if I would like roll maybe insight.
I'll roll.
If you want to do a deception to try and see if
I'll
you
roll
can
a deception. Yeah.
steel yourself against her trying to. Yeah, you can either do insight or perception. It's up to you. You're trying to, because you're using your eyes to look for the. You know what? We'll just stick with insight. That's probably a good one.
Fuck.
See-through bullshit.
I always have see-through bullshit.
Yeah, so you're trying to puppeteer it and it didn't work.
Yeah, Nibbletooth just kind of like you catch him like kind of looking in your direction and purposefully looking away, like with his eyes, like he didn't move his head, but he's like
Busted. Yeah, Theo's just looking at you like you're insane.
Lyyra will kind of like speak telepathically. You could have just said it was you.
You aren't used to hearing me this way. Sometimes it's startling. So I just was trying to not be so jarring in your mind. You've been through a lot. And I don't want to make things worse.
Yes.
You can see her kind of like look at
And now, like, since the jig is up, like Nimbletooth just like, just rotates in his chair and he's looking right at you.
Oh.
Slowly, without moving his head.
I know.
Yeah, the body stays still, but the head just rotates like an owl, just like.
Lyyra, are you still in a trance? You all right?
What is happening? Dude.
She's fine.
How do you know?
Hey.
Are you like, why do you sound like this?
This is wait. Oh, in
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mind speak. Okay.
Are you still speaking to? I'm just like, what?
This is how
A
I
lot of different.
normally sound.
Okay.
Or this is how I would sound if I wasn't who I currently was.
Lyyra kind of like just nods. Okay.
Get a room, you two.
She's
Are they just like nodding at each other right now?
I know.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Nibbletooth's just still like eating, like
those
just
pig's
pulling,
feet.
just pulling on that pig's foot.
That's how they seduce women here? I don't understand.
I'm very confused. It's just a constant state.
I think everyone here is really confused. I'm an empath. I can sense these things.
Are you thinking that, or are you saying?
Yeah, I'm saying it to you. I'm saying.
You know what we'll do whenever you're
I
doing
think we're confusing.
telepathy? Just do like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we're
Got to do the Little Rascals.
That's the mouth voice.
I think I've been in my head for a little too long. We'll talk about your voice later, but I don't know who Galen Drench is, but I feel like we might need to find them or avoid them. Yeah, I kind of got a bad feeling about that.
Then we'll find Galen Drench.
So you got a vision that is telling you to either
I'm in here.
go. Oh,
and
my bad, my bad, my bad.
Nimbletooth straight out said that. And Nimbletooth straight out said that, like in Nimbletooth voice out loud. Then we'll find Galen Drench.
How about we don't find Galen Drench?
What is going on?
Like,
Who is Galen
Nick
Drench?
has like slammed her fist, thrown her bowl of food across the room.
Great, now you've upset her.
I think
She
we
kinda,
need
like,
to have a
pulls
full
at her.
conversation, and I think it needs to be not here at this tavern.
Well, then where?
You know Galen Drench? She's looking at
Yeah,
Snake. And she's pointing to her drawing. This Galen Drench?
Fuck that man! He is a terrible person! Why are you having visions? I have a bullet with his name on it!
Oh shit!
And I think with that, we're gonna call tonight's episode. As like you look over and that little kid's got their Snick's food plastered to his face and the bowl falls off.
I thought I told you to fuck off, kid.
Oh, that's so good. I got a bullet with his name on it.
That's
So good, so good. Bravo.
We have a direction to go in.
And Lyyra is very curious about this little demon voice.
This little fucking weirdo across the table from you.
This fucking weird motherfucker.
Everybody here is fucking weird.
Let's see, who do we got in D&D that we can raid?
It's weird that Yezin is the most normal one here.
Right?
Probably.
Snick is
I think
normal.
Snick. No, I think Snick is probably the most reasonable.
Yeah.
Snick's
that's why
carrying
people
around
like
a
her.
suitcase full of boomsticks. I don't know what normal is to do.
Lyyra was supposed to be this wise, scholarly druid, but I always turn into the naive, like, oh yeah, I'll trust them. I like them.
I was not intending to have Yezin as being the disaster boy of this game, but here we are.
Once you rigged that skip, it was too late.
Yeah.
And I don't know. She trusts Nimbletooth. Nimbletooth has been very good to her. He's been giving her the correct amount of money, and she's been keeping tally on these things.
Yeah.
Upstanding citizen.
Mm-hmm. The costume thing is a little weird. The face thing is a little weird, but I mean, I lose consciousness every once in a while.
Who am I to talk?
Get this man a kid's menu.
Gets chicken fingers and fries.
Yes.
I want meat nuggets.
And pickled chicken fingers and.
It looks like we're gonna go raid the paper dungeon. I don't know why. It looks cool and they got a cool little setup here. So I didn't preview
Everyone
it.
is the disaster
Yeah.
boy of the group. I love it.
Yeah. All right, cool. We're gonna go raid over onto these bad daddies. Everybody have fun. We'll see you in another Monday. It just comes so goddamn quick.
Yeah. See you in 2 days.
Bye. Yeah, see you 2 days. That's how the Feywild works. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh my god.